Well, I'm here with John Banghoff, and we did this last year. We're going to do it again this year. Last week, the summer camp run by Discovery Space and Shavers Creek came through Walker Building again, and once again, John, more than happy to help out with the event. John, tell us a little bit about what went on last week.
Yeah, so we had 12 campers, middle schoolers that came from across State College. We actually had somebody from Boston and Jacksonville, Florida as well that came, spent a full 5 days immersing themselves in weather, both from a forecasting standpoint as well as even weather's effect on nature. And so as a part of the week, there were a couple people from Shavers Creek who helped us out with the camp, and they were able to teach the kids about how weather affects animals and plants. Also did some monarch tagging. So monarch butterflies, believe it or not, cannot migrate south until the temperature conditions are just right and the winds are just strong enough. So the kids got to interface with some of the outdoor stuff. It's a pretty neat experience.
And I know that this is now the second year for this Future Forecasters Camp, and I actually saw that there were some, even some returning kids, and this year you even got the counselors involved with even some of the television stuff going on here. I feel like it's a really fortunate thing that we've just got weather headquarters essentially in State College. And did they get to see a bunch of different aspects of the weather here in town?
Yeah, so given that there's so many meteorologists in State College, we've got the Penn State Department of Meteorology, so we're able to tour the Weather Center up on the 6th floor Walker Building. Form out soap. You can't just form liquid. You need little particles, things that we call cloud condensation nuclei. Everybody say cloud condensation nuclei.
Cloud condensation nuclei.
So there's these little particulates, dust. We got to go over to AccuWeather and tour the headquarters for AccuWeather. They got to practice doing a radio forecast, those sorts of things. Got to go to the National Weather Service over in State College and see operational meteorology. We got to come to Weather World to understand broadcast meteorology and what it's like to get in front of a green screen and talk to people about the weather and just really get immersed into what meteorology is all about. So we're really excited. We had one returning camper and several others that just had a blast. Launched a weather balloon earlier this week, and it got up to like 18,000 meters up into the sky. I think that's like 12, 13 miles or something like that. So really cool to be able to immerse them in science and give them a really good picture of what meteorology is and maybe some of the careers that they could pursue.
And I talked to a few of the campers when they were here last week, and it just sounded like they had so much fun. A couple of them went to a few camps this summer, and they said this was their favorite.
Well, we're a little biased, but we agree with that for sure.
And so lastly, you, of course, in the last year, you've now started the job at the National Weather Service. How fortunate is it to be able to still do all this outreach? I've referred to him as the king of outreach before, and I will do it again.
Well, it's been so fun. I'm really thankful to be able to start working a career and still be able to do this, do outreach to the community. There's so much interest in STEM these days, and being able to now have a position where I can work for the National Weather Service while still working with Penn State, finishing up my master's degree and continuing to reach out. It's just been so much fun. I'm really, really thankful.
Excellent. Well, thank you once again for helping out and stopping
Absolutely.
by. And we'll be back in a moment with more.